Welcome to the only news network for people with no attention span. After a pseudo break from the media, we're here to give you a recap of the craziest events that went down in the month of May. I'm Brian Phillips, and you're watching the goddamn news! Our first story, a group called Catholic Answers made the first ever AI priest named Father Justin that became defrocked almost immediately after a shocking revelation. Turns out, AI is not very good at being a priest. Who could have seen that coming? Apparently, they also gave out some very bad advice, such as masturbation is a grave moral disorder, and that it's acceptable to baptize your babies in Gatorade. I'm pretty sure that's not approved by the Vatican, and honestly, that sounds like a headline The Onion would conjure up. That's not how you become a follower of Jesus Christ. That's how you become a follower of ESPN. Continuing with religion, the Pope held a live stream this month where he spoke in regards to the existence of aliens. Once again, who could have seen that coming? Its intent would allow the Vatican to go over supernatural phenomenons, and the end result couldn't have been more underwhelming. It was just a series of guidelines going over how people could avoid being the victims of scams and hoaxes, while also spreading the word of God. The whole theme was in response to drastic alien sightings that were occurring during this time, so if you were expecting the Pope to fistfight aliens, well, sorry to ruin Christmas for ya, but that didn't happen. Though his advice was definitely more solid and reliable than whatever bullshit Father Justin was pulling out his ass, so we're going to need a Hail Mary after you hear this next story. Wally, the emotional support alligator, has gone missing. He was known for many things, mainly being the only recorded docile alligator in existence, but he was so much more than that. He was a friend, influencer, even television star for his critically acclaimed role in the popular series Loki, and now he's gone missing.
Hello, I'm Joe Henney. I'm Wally's dad. We're still trying to find Wally. We've not had any luck finding him. We do know who relocated him, but he's not giving up any information, and legally he doesn't have to.
According to the owner Joey Henney, while on vacation, Wally was kidnapped by some degenerate pranksters who took the alligator and then released him into someone else's yard. Not knowing that Wally was docile, the owner of the house called Animal Control, who promptly captured Wally and released him back into the wild at a Georgia swamp. Joey and some followers have been actively searching for Wally since, and although we at GDN wish we could be reporting on a positive note, unfortunately, he's yet to be found. If there's anything to take away from this, it's that pranksters truly have no remorse when it comes to pulling their stunts on the elderly, and we at GDN wish Joey and his supporters luck on their mission. And hopefully Wally makes a safe return home and continues to eat chicken and Cheetos happily with his best bud. We'll be right back with some more news, but first, let's take a look at the weather.
It's a little bit cloudy, not gonna lie.
Our next story is a bit of a goofy one. A hot dog place in Las Vegas held what was meant to be a little event surrounding the popular cartoon Bluey. However, the owner of said hot dog place didn't know how popular the show was, and what happened next was more than they bargained for.
On the left, this is a photo a parent took at an event with the popular cartoon character Bluey. On the right, it's a staff member of Dirt Dog in a makeshift Bluey costume. Crowds poured in for hours. There were lines outside in the heat. Inside, concerns about capacity. From the face painting to baked goods, many parents say they were underwhelmed, and the free stuff got snatched up quickly.
But why, though? Why would adults be the ones crying because of this? I find it comical imagining how that reaction would go down. Oh, f***! He's got a beard! It's not Bluey! No! I don't know a whole lot about Bluey other than it's an extremely popular show and very well written, but I find it comical how guests arrived expecting it to be like Coachella for kids. The event got compared to another disastrous one that took place earlier this year, that being the Willie's Chocolate Experience. But I've got to defend Dirt Dog on this one. As mentioned, it was a free event, so it's not like they were scammed out their money, which is very surprising since it is Vegas. Nothing was falsely advertised or overhyped, it just seemed like some diehard Bluey fans overanalyzed the event and got pissed when they found out it was meant to be something casual. Overall, it seems like kids enjoyed it for the most part, and after taking a look at their menu, I might have to pop over and grab one of them Dirt Dogs. New data shows middle school students have not yet made up for the math skills lost as a result of the pandemic. How they were able to calculate this, I don't know, though I'm pretty sure the intelligence loss was less than being stupid and more them not doing the actual work. However, to help students reclaim their minimal academic sufficiency, we at GDN have provided a video in the description using math to find out when your dad is coming back with the milk. Let's take a look at that.
Now, one point of confusion for people doing this problem is that usually the x-axis is the one that defines time. However, in this case, the y-axis represents time, because I am Asian and I get to make the math rules.
It's been less than a year since the infamous Titanic submersible imploded, and now another billionaire decided they want to die. They're making a new model of the submersible that will hopefully allow people to visit the historic site and live to tell the tale. Now, in their defense, the new model looks significantly better, but so does anything on paper. At least this design doesn't look like a fucking fleshlight. Now, I'm not an engineer, but anyone with common sense could have told you the old model would eventually fail. It was just a matter of time. For starters, the CEO behind the first one loved to cut corners, and doing so for a vehicle that goes anywhere other than on dry land should have been the first red flag. Another one involved the use of a wireless controller. I know a Logitech controller is the industry norm, but I'm pretty sure Bluetooth doesn't connect 13,000 feet underwater. I'm still amazed the controller never disconnected that we know of, because if the controls used for piloting the sub just become useless, then you're pretty much f***ed. On top of that, the controller in question had a mean drift, and to combat this, they just had whoever was piloting the sub hold the controller at an angle. Their solution was a move I wouldn't even use when playing a game of Fortnite, let alone while driving a vehicle that's not on the ground. I know the controller was not the main issue, but it still amazes me that it wasn't wired. Apologies for the pseudo rant, but I just had to express my disbelief and concerns regarding the whole incident. I think the whole world would agree that it could have easily been avoided if they thought things through. And while it seems like the new billionaire is taking those extra repercussions, I don't know who's going to pay $250,000 to go inside this thing after last time. I don't care if it looks like something Batman would drive. And our final story, Netflix just announced their next animated project will be a TV series based on the popular game Minecraft. This goes without say, but it's been a long time coming. The popular franchise has sparked numerous projects, including a Telltale game and a live-action movie slated for 2025. With animation for the Minecraft series being done by Wild Brain Studios, we're confident it won't fall short of expectations so long as there's a compelling story to back it up. Our only complaint here at GDN is that the announcement should have happened on the 17th instead of the 30th to commemorate the 15th anniversary for Minecraft. But beggars can't be choosers. Anyways, that pretty much wraps up the hottest stories in the month of May. Little bit serious, a little bit sad, but as always, entertaining. We'll continue to make GDN regularly so that y'all don't miss out on the craziest events the world has to offer. So long as we continue to put a smile on y'all's face, it's worth it at the end of the day. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to leave a like and comment down below and show your support for the channel. I'm Brian Phillips, and this has been The Goddamn News.